Timo here. Um Paradise is killing me. I'm here in Costa Rica. I've been here for 4.5 months, and I'm in a Tico town in the district of the Montes de Oro, or Mountain of Gold. And it's a nice town. It's not a tourist town at all, and there's only about half a dozen people here that speak English. But it's absolutely beautiful, and I'm next to a river and mountains, surrounded by mountains. It's just so picturesque. It's been raining every day for, I think, about 6 weeks, which causes problems, mold problems, and so my eyes itch all the time, and it's a constant battle uh, doing laundry. You find mold on everything, and you clean things, and you try to be organic. And uh, so what I found is I brought back from the States actually some apple cider vinegar, and with the mother, Bragg's apple cider vinegar, and I clean with that. So I do my laundry in apple cider vinegar, and also wipe things down with apple cider vinegar. Uh, Besides the mold is just pervasive, and it makes my eyes itch, and I know it's affecting my respiratory system. Um I tried to have a mosquito net. The mosquitoes, I've got a bug zapper that's like a tennis racket. It's electric, and I'm killing between 1 and 200 mosquitoes every night. Just going through and collecting, 10 or 20 at a time. Uh, so the mosquitoes have been biting me, and I'm just recovering from 2 weeks of flu-like symptoms that I suspect would be attributed to the mosquitoes. There are about 5 different types of mosquito-borne illnesses in this area of the world. The Zika and the dengue, and I think there's 2 types of dengue. One causes meningitis, which is deadly, and the other causes flu-like symptoms. So I've had these flu-like symptoms for 2 weeks, and really severe. I was in bed for 2 days. All I ate was a few scraps of pineapple and made it to the restroom, and that was about it for 2 days. Had a fever for 5, 6, 7 days, and the whole process has been a couple weeks to where I feel like I'm, getting back to my normal self and can actually think and move. And the pain was horrible. The pain in my jaw was constant, and I still have this strange taste in my mouth that I'd describe as metallic, and that was really bad for a while. So I didn't have any appetite. Still don't have much of an appetite after 2 weeks. Um, but it's killing me down here too, because when I first came down here, after about a week or 10 days, I developed a really bad, really serious rash or fungus on my arms, and particularly my right arm. But originally it was both arms, and I started treating that with natural things, with salt compresses, sea salt, also lemon juice and lemon peel. And I have a lemon tree in my yard, so that was good. And the apple cider vinegar, and then I got the good stuff. But so I treated this for 3 months. This one for 3 months, and at the worst, there was in my forearm there was a hole that you could, uh, like a volcano, that you could stick a pencil eraser in. So it was pretty bad, and just itched all the time. Felt like things were underneath my skin, just crawling around. So I was going nuts. I don't speak the language here. I know there's clinics, but from my experience, clinics in allopathic or uh, non-naturopathic, uh, non-natural. The doctors that everybody goes to don't really have good things for viruses and fungi and things like this. So the things that they do have, the medicines they typically do have, are typically harsh and not so effective. But I'm in Costa Rica and I can't just go get the things that I need. And I needed tea tree oil and golden seal and all the herbs that I work with back in the States and my enzymes. And I know how to treat most things, but I didn't have any of these things, so I was left to use the things I did have, which were lemon juice and apple cider vinegar and salt, and also some mango and some of the fruits that have enzymes in them that you know of, like papaya and pineapple. So the fungus was 3 months, and it was just absolutely horrific on, again, both arms. It was in coming out my lips, like right here. And so it made me question whether it was maybe Morgellons I'd picked up in the States from all the flyover chemtrails that they've been spraying, some of the poison in the Morgellons. If you follow that, that's a nightmare. But and what it is, I don't know. But I've seen other pictures online that makes me think this is similar to that. But anyhow, it was some kind of fungus. Morgellons is some kind of a fungus, maybe a space age, maybe man-made, maybe part of a military operation, maybe from outer space. I don't know. It's pretty crazy stuff if you want to do some research on Morgellons. They're these fibers that get into the body and they move around and they're colored, and some are blue and red and purple, whatever. So I had that, and then I had this flu, and I've got stenosis, so I need to see a doctor, and I need to see a chiropractor. I should be going to a chiropractor 3 times a week. There's one that I can get to. It's 2 buses, 2.5 hours, almost 3 hours away in Jaco, and the chiropractor there, Mark's only there 1 day a week. So a 3-hour bus ride for one chiropractic adjustment. So that's where I'm at. I've been trying to get a good massage for 4.5 months since I've been here, and because of the language barriers, because of where I'm in, I can't seem to find a massage therapist. There was one in I think Montezuma that I went to, which is a nightmare to get to. It just trash your body if you have to go on buses down dirt roads. So anyhow, that was like, I don't know, 60 or 80 bucks for a very mediocre massage. I have a young man, well, he's 40. Enrique comes to the house and does massage on me with a thumper every day, and that keeps me going. Has kept my vascular system going in my legs. But I really need a once a week kind of deep tissue Swedish type massage to keep my blood going. But yeah, those are challenges. As far as food, you can't find anything I like. I like pastries. There's no pastries. I have to travel 3 or 4 hours to the city, to San Jose, to get a decent pastry. I purchased an oven so that I can have pastries, make my own pastries, but even getting the ingredients for some of that stuff is just really challenging. I've been making banana bread, which is pretty easy to make and pretty easy to find bananas around here for cheap. So things that I have that I can work with, I work with, and also I have a juicer so I can juice, but getting any kind of vitamins, herbs, traditional medicine so far has been a challenge, and so you really have to rely on, fruits. And there are a lot of things, there are a lot of medicinal plants here, but you don't know about them. There's one called, what's it called? Anyhow, there's a lot of medicinal plants down here that the locals know about. So if you get down here, start trying to find some people that know about medicinal plants, ask around, and you'll find that there are actually a lot of good plants in this part of the world. So I haven't found a dentist yet. I asked my friend if she could recommend somebody. She said she knew somebody that knew somebody that knew of a good dentist down here, which is important. I need a lot of dental work, and I don't want to have to go into the city for that so much. But in this town of a few thousand people, I've noticed at least 4 dentists, so that shouldn't be hard to find a dentist. Punta Arenas is about 30 miles from me, and that is a shithole. Excuse me, but it's the last place in Costa Rica that you'd want to go. It's absolutely just crazy poverty, and really, really sad place. Anyhow, these are some of the challenges. I'm here. I've been sick for, like I say, I had the flu for 2 weeks. I had this fungus for 3 months, and my eyes are itching all the time, and I can't breathe. So I'm ready to go someplace else, maybe go into the city for a while, which is a higher elevation, change things, mix things up a little bit. It just feels like it's feel like I'm dying here in paradise. Anyhow, just wanted to share that. Rambled on a little bit, but these are real things. If you're here, if you move to Costa Rica, you're going to have to deal with these things and a lot of other things too, like the ant problems. Cockroaches have been coming in the house, and they're cockroaches. We had cockroaches in the States, that are tiny. These things are as big as your thumb, and they're just kind of freaky things like that all the time. One tarantula I found behind the restroom door. So far, no snakes. We're going to the farm next week, and there's terciopelos there. It's why I haven't been to the farm. What they call in the United States fur-they-lance. They're super poisonous snake, and apparently the farm is crawling with these things from what reports I've got back. We're going to try to plant some crops down there, cash crop, some different things, some tubers and things like that. See how that goes. So I'll get back with you. Thanks for tuning in. Pura vida. We'll see you later.